Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another magic discussion. In this, I'm going to be talking about making Mii Plaza a mobile concept from Nintendo and how I would go about doing it, which would actually make it, one, interesting for people to be able to use, and two, it would help be able to be used to help foster a community with people who game on their Nintendo Switches or just are a part of the Nintendo community in general. Now, the games that are available on Mii Plaza, I would still want them to be available, but I'd make them separate apps and use Mii Plaza as like a hub to access them if you are already in it. Not something that you have to have in order to access the other apps. I'd make it work in conjunction with the concept that I gave for having the Mii Maker. So basically, you use your Mii Maker, make your Miis, and then you can move them over to Mii Plaza, and then you can use the Miis to kind of create and foster community with your own individual communities as well as like the global Nintendo community. So there are ways that they could do this, and what my proposal kind of does is turn Mii Plaza into a 3D visual experience that is similar to that of Miiverse. So you could use Mii Plaza to talk to people about games and things like that. Obviously, you want to be able to know that these are people that are part of your friends and like people that you generally would communicate with on a regular basis anyway. So you have that. And then you could play the games together, like the Mii Plaza games. Turn them into multiplayer games where you're playing together in the zombie survival thing and like the space shooter or the RPG, all of that stuff. I'd really just like take all of those concepts, make those mobile experiences, and make Mii Plaza the main hub for them that interconnects everything, so you can back out of those and go back into Mii Plaza, but also have it set up so you can get them individually and play them individually, separate of Mii Plaza, without having to initiate Mii Plaza to get them started. Which actually that'd be pretty cool. And you'd have to take away the limitations to them of how you had to play, or just set everything up through Spot Pass, which was what Nintendo was using for a lot of things instead of Street Pass, because honestly, I don't think a lot of parents would react well to knowing that your kid walks past a stranger with their phone, and their phone draws that person's Mii in it, and then with how it would have to be set up, it would really make a lot of connections for people. Because I would say, instead of Street Pass, you use your contacts for your Miis. So this way, it's at least only personalized people have your direct contact information. Now, if somebody is a friend on Nintendo's network or whatever, you can have them from there too. But outside of that, then it's just people that are in your contacts. And the random larger community, Nintendo community anyway, wouldn't be people who directly have access to your information. So you could still play with randoms, but they wouldn't have access to your information. I mean, it wouldn't be exactly the best thing for them to just say, oh, here are all my stats and stuff. But I guess there would have to be a thing to put it in a perspective, like for kids, their personal information doesn't get shared or stays private until their parents unprivatize it or they become adults. So that way this account can follow them through their life, and it can be something that they keep. But that being said, because that was a long spiel, what I would really like its main purpose to be is to, again, be a hub world for your Miis and let you change their outfits and designs or whatever, but also take on aspects from Miitomo, where you could have like your own little space for your character, but you can actually venture out of it. And you're not like stuck in that one place. And you can, like, it's sort of like a world for your Mii's, but it's on your phone. Like, not like you have a whole lot of movement going on, but you could send your Mii to visit other people, and you can see it in real time, and at the same time, you could play games with people. You can send them invites to join the little party games, or you could communicate with people about games that are actually on the Switch platform for other people that are playing it. So if you have a game, it's automatically, and this is tied to your account, it's automatically added in as part of games that you can browse and talk directly to other people in. So basically, when you're stuck somewhere, you can flip your phone out, get into Mii Plaza, which in this case would be replacing Miiverse, leave a message on the board, and it'll give you a notification when somebody gives you a message back. I mean, this could also be wrapped into Nintendo's own current Switch app. I mean, or it could just be linked to it, so that way, again, all that information as far as what you own or the games that you've played, you can go to other people who have actually played those games, and you know they've played those games because there'll be a verification symbol on it for those commenting, and they can help you. So it's kind of like a twofold, maybe even a threefold thing, where it serves a lot of different purposes in a lot of communities that Nintendo had, but they don't have anymore. And that's kind of what I would want to see this app become. That's what I would want to see it be able to be. And I know in my head what I'm seeing, and I know that those of us that miss Miiverse and miss having that thing to talk with people would like it. And then people who would want to be able to just play some games, some random take your mind off of things, quick games that you can play, would love this app too. Because I honestly liked that about Mii Plaza, having all the little games where you could just sit down for a few minutes and play one of them and then move on. I really enjoyed that about it. So having those things be featured back and forth and allowing all of that to be done, I think a lot of people would appreciate and like. Again, that's just me though. But and I know everything I'm talking about would make the app kind of heavy, and it would be an undertaking for a development team. But at the same time, if it has all of these features and it can keep your attention, and honestly, like, where they could call Mii Plaza like the main hub for everything, and Miiverse could be the message board itself for you to chat on to get information about games and helping games. And then you could directly communicate with people who are in your friends list through it, as well as with the Switch app, or maybe just hop over to the Switch app from it, where it can just be linked to it. There's a lot of things that could be done with this, and I think this idea itself just opens up avenues for other stuff, which is basically the point I was trying to, what I was trying to do anyway. But I'm going to stop here. Anybody else wants to put their ideas and comments down in the comment section below, go ahead, feel free to do so. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me, and until the next time, enjoy your games and peace out.